Good afternoon, my dear friends. I hope you're all subscribed. I have, now it was 75% not subscribed watching my videos, which I appreciate. But now it's 70%. So I must be doing something right. My glasses match, my toppers match my regular glasses. They're tinted because of my eye problem. Can't be in the sunshine. So anyway, I'm color coordinated today. So please subscribe and hit that like-a-roo button. Let's see here. I'm trying to find where I left off. Okay. Memories. Reading is memories. I give thanks for the blessing of my memories. As I get older, sometimes I think I'm forgetting my memory. Like, I'm not forgetting my memory. I'm losing my memory. I hope not. My memories are the threads of my life experiences. Each strand tying one experience to another to weave a tapestry that is the picture of my life. Excuse me. Each I can't read today. Each recollection connects my past experience with the present. Some are tender, some can make me laugh, and some might bring a tear to my eye. We all have that, don't we? I hope you all have something to laugh about. I give thanks for lessons learned, relishing the happy times and blessings and releasing any unhappy ones. All form the fiber of my being. Isn't that true? Like all of our memories form who we are, huh? Wow. They comprise the sum total of who I am, how I respond to present circumstances, and how I weigh the decisions I make for the future. My memories shape my thoughts, supporting me as fuel for my spiritual growth, as well as light that guides me every day. The memory of the righteous is a blessing. That's from Proverbs chapter 10, verse 7. So that is what the reading was today. And I am so distracted. By the way, this is Sunshine with Sally, because I didn't make it to the Sunrise with Sally. So this is called Sunshine with Sally, which you won't get very often here on this channel because I'm in Pittsburgh. But lately, I'll be okay with it. But the next 5 days, rain. I hope it doesn't rain the whole time that Matthew's here. Anyway, so Sunshine with Sally. Okay. So all of our memories. Think about the first memory. What's the first memory that comes to mind when you say my memories? Like, what's the first memory that you, like, if you say all of your memories, like, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Mine would be my family, like Daryl, little Daryl, and Matthew. And the day that I married Daryl, because that's coming up. It's on my mind a lot lately. Levi. That's on my mind a lot because I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about turning 60, and I'm really excited about my 40-year anniversary because that is a big accomplishment. You know, our 40 years of being married wasn't always like smooth sailing and, oh, look at them, they have 40 years, how wonderful. It wasn't always like that. I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs and all arounds and roller coasters and, you know, the whip like you have at a amusement park whipping you around, and then there's some smooth sailing, and then you know, everything goes right, and I'm not complaining because God has always blessed me. He's always gotten me through everything. But, you know, like the death of my mom, and then my dad, and then my friend Kerm and Vince, and I have some other friends that passed away recently too. And I just, all of these things put you to who you are. It's just like that. So Daryl and I, our marriage is just, we've been together 40 years and I don't remember ever not being with him. So, but what I was telling my friend Jerry Hedgie, which you should check out her channel. It's JeriHegggie. Awesome channel. She's an awesome person. I love her. Right, Jerry? I love you. But I was telling her, she said, you know, I had that wedding picture on my short about our 40-year anniversary, and she wrote cute, and I said, yeah. I said, I always tell people that have children, don't blink, because if you blink, your kids are grown. Look at mine. Mine was 38 and 34. I just can't believe it. I mean, one day I have Maddie on my lap reading. He would get these books from the library that were insects, and I cannot talk about bugs. I get really itchy like I am right now. But he would get them to make me read him to him. You know, we'd read them together. He'd read the left side and I'd read the right side of the book. And the little bugger used to get those bug books out. But I blinked. I blinked, and now it's been 40 years later. And like I said, I don't remember not being married to Daryl. But now I'm like, well, geez, it's 40 years. I'm going to be 60. I mean, we're coming to the end of the road here. I mean, I'm not trying to be morbid or, you know, sad or anything. But where did time go? We got married 5 days after my 20th birthday. He was also 20. He turned 20 in the December before me. And where did it go? 20, you know, we were 20 years old. And now we're 60. Well, I'm not 60 yet. And where did it go? A lot of memories, a lot of hardships, a lot of things that we went through, but we always stuck together. And, you know, when I first got engaged to Daryl, I was a supervisor at Kmart, and I was so proud of the engagement ring he gave me. It's 2 little diamond chips, 2 little tiny and real thin gold, real thin, because we didn't have any money. I was working at Kmart and he was working at a restaurant, and I had a sports car at the time. I had a T-Roof Trans Am, and my payment was actually $167, which is a lot for a kid, you know, 19, 20 years old. So, we didn't have much, but that little diamond ring, that meant a lot to me, and I would show everybody it. And some people were really happy for me. You could tell which ones were happy and which ones were like, that's it, that's what you got to be engaged, just think about what your future is. Yeah, I thought about what my future was, and I did live that future. And I think that is more important, that love is more important than how big of a diamond or how big of a wedding we had, or how much my wedding gown cost. My wedding gown cost $75 at JCPenney. It was a prom gown, and I bought it with my own money. And I forget how much Daryl told me the ring cost. And then our wedding was, my dad wanted to get a hall and everything, but we ended up having it in the backyard at my mom and dad's, and it was a potluck. I don't know if you remember what a potluck is, where everybody brings something. And why would you put yourselves in debt, start your future, start your lives out in debt? The only thing that really costs is the alcohol my dad got. And then Daryl's mom made the cake. But it doesn't have to cost a lot, guys. If you're getting married, it doesn't mean that you're gonna, you know, you're impressing your friends. It doesn't mean that your marriage is gonna last. If you have a big old wedding and then you have an outlandish gown, and I know that's a little girl's dream, but I'm 40 years and we have our own home. We had 2 cars, but now we have 1 car. Again, that's the ups and downs of it. You know, I'm not going to complain. At least Daryl has a ride to work. You know, he has a way to go to work. So I don't know why Daryl's calling me over and over again. So my phone keeps going off. That's what I wanted to say, that, you know, memories of, you know, when Daryl and I, that's the first memory that I have in my head. Think about your memory. And if you want to share, you can leave it down in the comments. You know, I love to interact with you guys. As you know, I'm a motor mouth, but that concludes the prayers, the sunshine with Sally. All right, guys, I'll give you a little glimpse of the poops, and I'll show you where we're at right now. By the way, when I say the poops, I mean the poopies. I always call my dog the poopies because all they do is poop and pee. And love me too. Hey, Gabe. How you doing, Gabe? My old guy, he's sleeping right on the porch. Here. Levi, how you doing, buddy? You doing okay? Levi, you doing okay? Libby, are you doing okay? You waiting for Daddy? Okay, look at that tail. All right, guys. The Boobalubas, my boys and girl. No barking. All right, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. You want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye, little droopy eyes? Little droopy eyes. Oh, droopy eyes. Oh, the big nose. Big nose.